really something, wasn't it? My stepfather with all that expensive stuff.
Yeah, well, your painting may be worth a lot of money someday.
Hey, maybe that's why Steve bought it, for an investment.
I think he bought it because he likes it.
You think you'll hang it at General Hospital?
I think you can bet on it. I also think one other thing.
Oh, what?
I think it's time for Betty bye. And tell Tommy if he's still doing his homework, it's time for bed, too.
Okay. Will you come and give me a kiss goodnight?
You good. Take her to the bank. I'll give you one now.
Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow, Joe.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Imagine that. My painting in Dr. Hardy's office. That's really far out.
I'd say the young Michelangelo is on cloud 9.
Yeah. That certainly was nice of Steve. Get on.
Well, Steve's just a nice man, period. Would you like a drink?
No. You go ahead if you want.
No, I wasn't asking for me. I was asking for you. It might help you to calm down.
I am calm.
You're about as calm as you were at the auction when you saw Heather staring at you.
It was that obvious?
Well, maybe just to me, yeah. I'm a little bit concerned about you. That woman only has to look at you and you start shaking.
Oh, Joe, I don't know. Every time I see her, she just gets me all jittery.
I know. And Annie.
Yes?
You are going to see her some more. You're going to see her in public places. You're going to see her at auctions. You're going to see her on the street. A whole lot more.
Joe, don't you think I know it?
Yeah, well, maybe it's time that you just stop letting it get to you.
That is the problem, Joe. It does get to me. And I can't help it. And the worst thing about it is I don't know how to stop it.
I can.
How?
Trust me.
I always trust you.
Just trust me to figure out who murdered Diana Taylor, that's all.
Joe, don't you think I'm right? Don't you think it's Heather?
You think it. I am trying to prove it, Annie. And until I can,
Yeah?
I'm going to be sticking to Heather like I was glued to her.
That I don't understand.
Look, if Heather was able to get out of the sanitarium, murder Diana Taylor, and get back into that sanitarium...
Yes? Joe, I know she did. I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it. That's fine, but I have to prove it. Honey, there's only one way I can do that, and that's by spending all the time I can with Heather, by talking to Heather, most important, by listening to Heather, because I know she is going to make a big mistake and tell me something. And when she does, I'm going to nail her.
Of course, there's always the possibility that Diana Taylor was killed by a complete stranger.
Would you
Some punk who just was in her apartment ripping her off and she walked in on him.
Bert, would you like my very candid opinion on something?
No, I'm way ahead of you, Rick. I know what you're going to say. No stranger would write Ann's name in blood beside the body.
That's right. It takes someone mentally disturbed to do something like that.
What do you mean?
Writing someone's name in blood is the result of a very sick psychotic mind.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh? Well, why do you say that?
Well, all I mean is, Diane's murderer could have had a reason. Maybe, some kind of grudge against her, something like that.
Whatever the reason was, Heather, it was a disturbed psyche.
You're right. You're right. In a grudge killing, to use your words, the assailant usually just hits and runs. He's not about to stop and write anything on the floor.
Well, I'm very glad about one thing. That I was locked up in Forest Hills that night. I certainly can't be a suspect.
Well, no one's a suspect. They can prove their whereabouts at the time of the crime.
Well, that includes you and your brother, Rick. You were driving to Forest Hills at the time, and until you were stopped along the highway for that 3-car crash.
Yeah, we were on the way out to see you and tell you about Stephen Lars.
Yes, I know.
And speaking of that accident, I understand the sheriff department is going to give you and your brother a commendation for helping out that night.
Yeah, I have to be there tomorrow morning.
Good.
Yeah?
Hi, it's your poor old gray-haired mother just checking to see if you got home all right.
There's no problem, Mother. Everything's just great.
Oh, I don't know that that's the exact word that I would use after everything that went on tonight.
Mother, I'm fine, believe me.
Okay, fine. I believe you. I won't bother you. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night. Oh, thank you for calling.
I'm glad I did.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.
You sounded very maternal. I'm impressed.
Well, I am maternal. I mean, I am. I'm mother. I'm her mother. And sometimes I worry about her.
Really, why?
Oh, goodness. I suppose I should say I used to worry. I'm beginning to think maybe I was wrong.
I'm a little bit confused. Wrong about what?
Oh, Well, Luke, I have to admit that I wasn't all that sure he was really the right person for her.
And now you have decided that he is?
Well, I may have. I don't suppose it would matter much, though, because I think Laura has definitely decided she loves him very much.
Luke? Luke?
Odd. I thought I heard you say Luke.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Must be habit. He does drop by quite often.
Ah. Well, I can't imagine he'd be so stupid as to turn up here tonight.
I expected him to come here tonight because, well, he should let me know whether or not he's going to drive me to work tomorrow.
Just a routine visit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, on these routine visits, do you normally serve him champagne?
All right, let's just stop the games, okay?
I'm sure you don't mind.
Mind?
Yes, if I make myself comfortable while I wait.
Look, I don't think that he's going to be coming by tonight. He really probably isn't.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Oh, and by the way,
What?
that isn't a particularly good vintage. I prefer a cup of tea, please.
I think you better leave.
What you want and what I want to do are two totally different things. Incidentally, lemon with the tea, no milk or sugar.
Just what exactly do you want?
Why, Spencer, of course. While we're waiting, I'd like to give you a couple of pieces of good advice. The first is, stop lying to me.
I'm not lying to you.
The second is, if you're going to allow yourself to be hauled into this mess by him, you're making a big mistake.
Luke isn't in any kind of a mess.
Laura, if he shows his face anywhere in Port Charles at the moment, he's a dead man.
Shivering all over. Come on, let's go over to the fire.
No. First things first. You're still shivering? I gotta tell you, it was so cold walking around that bay for the middle of May.
Really? Can I get you something? How about something hot to drink?
No, you know what you can do for me?
What?
Just what you're doing. Just stay close to me, okay? You have any idea what kind of effect you have on me? I spend the whole day worrying about you and everything else, and I come here and I look at you and I touch you and I don't have any problems.
More trouble with Monica?
Well, I've got problems with Monica, but I've got more problems with Alex right now and the way that she could affect us. And by us, I mean you and me and that lovely baby of ours that you're carrying.
On the phone you said that you and Alex had reached an understanding.
Well, we have to a point, but I'm really concerned about the Quartermain money, because if she is going to be careless with our investments in Europe, I'm going to have a tough time doing what I have to do.
What do you have to do?
I have to make sure that you're financially secure. I have to make sure that you and our baby are just fine. I'm going to do it. I give you my solemn word I'm going to do it.
Alan, I don't even think about that, honestly.
I think about it all the time. That and other things.
What other things?
About the future. About our future together. My God, I wish I could marry you before our baby was born.
Now we know that's not possible. If you would ever divorce Monica, you could lose your son, and I'm not going to let you do that.
So the answer is time, right? Time. And time, I will be able to make you secure, and in time, I'll be able to deal with Monica.
Alan, I'm very content with things the way they are. You really don't have to deal with Monica at all.
I have to deal with Monica, believe me. She's a clever woman, and she's capable of being vindictive and bitter. She'd do anything to hurt me, and certainly you.
She can't hurt us. Not really.
She could cause a scandal.
Well, let her cause a
I
scandal.
won't let her cause a scandal. Because that would hurt you, and you know it. And I won't let anything hurt you. Okay?
Yeah, operator, Port Charles, listing, Susan Moore. Yeah, M-O-O-R-E. It, could be a new listing. Okay. Well, all right, well, thank you. Maybe it's unlisted number. Thanks very much. Well, hello.
Oh, Monica, I wish you could have stayed to the end of the auction. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Don't you agree, dear?
Oh, yes, dear, it was a great success.
You know, we sold everything. Can you believe it? Every single thing.
I'm so pleased. We're glad.
You know, when all that nonsense about the theft happened, I was afraid everything would be ruined, but it didn't make a bit of difference. Where's Alan, dear? Because I'm sure he'd like to hear all about it.
Well, he was tired when he got home. He went to bed. I think he's probably sound asleep by now.
Oh, well, then I'll just have to tell him in the morning. You know, I'm suddenly tired myself, dear. Shall we go up?
Excellent idea, my dear. I am exhausted. Monica?
Oh, you're going ahead. I'm going to stay up for a few minutes longer.
Very well. Good night.
Lila, you have pleasant dreams.
Oh, they will be pleasant, dear. Think of all that lovely money we raised for the hospital. You know, I'm really quite proud of myself.
And well, you should be, my dear. Monica, you all right?
Yes, yeah, I'm fine.